So, somehow Zavvi has returned. Yes, we are talking about Zavvi. Remember when I made that video like a year, 2 years ago, and I was like, Zavvi's dead, it's gone forever. It wasn't really, it was obviously just that they were selling Blu-rays to Australia at least, maybe to the US, and basically we were only getting t-shirts, merch and stuff, and now Blu-rays are back. Yeah, I had a subscriber recently message me about this, and I'm like, I know about this because I remember, I think it was, it must have been a second sight thing or something. I was looking for, maybe I just wanted an image because I'd ordered something in, and I knew that Zavvi had like a listing still. Like I just looked it up and it was like free images, so I could put in the thumbnail, and lo and behold, it had a link to a Zavvi thing. I'm like, all right, sure. Even though that shit's always sold out, but I could at least copy the image, and they have HD images, thank God. And so the amount of times I just take the images from their website, so much easier. And so I ended up just clicking around to see maybe what else that they have. I'm not going to buy anything, but and lo and behold, the movies were back. And I was like, oh, that's strange, because they didn't have a category for Blu-rays. And this is the Australian website. They did not have categories for Blu-rays. However, I could type in 4K UHD or Blu-ray, and it would come up with things. So let's take a look and see what their website has to offer. Okay, so this is what I've found with just looking up 4K. It's 955 results. You get Malignant, which is pretty good. Madam Web, Steelbook, Shaw, Train to Busan, Looper. So you get some big films, Aliens, Godzilla on 4K, Mean Girls. You get some Disney films. I mean, obviously with Marvel and stuff. So they've got a range here. They've even got that 7 Collector's Edition, which I believe was pushed back to like 2025. Some Steelbooks, which is pretty good. True Lies, which I'd like to get, but also don't want to just because of the transfer. Obviously, yeah, this is all 4K. Man, even the Oceans trilogy, $113 actually isn't half bad for a 4K trilogy, especially for a Steelbook set. It's one Steelbook. Oh, that kind of sucks. That's kind of shitty, actually, now that I look at it. I didn't realize it was just one Steelbook. I thought it was 3 different Steelbooks. Yeah, it still has the 4K and everything, but I've got the Blu-rays, and the Blu-rays have the exact same stuff. I think it is the UK Blu-ray set anyway, and that's one case of 3 films. So, okay, you can get individual Steelbooks. I see that now. Don't worry, I see it. I scroll down. So, the reason why I want to kind of look at this with all the various examples is it still worth buying anything from them? Because you look at this, these are all Australian prices, as you can see. $67 for Dungeons & Dragons, the 4K Steelbook. Something I could get from JB Hi-Fi for like $30 if it was still available. Probably $40, but I didn't buy the Steelbook. I didn't like the design. Something like the Marvel's Moon Knight, that's a cheaper price on Zavvi than it is to get in the imported stores in Australia. Like, if I went to Outrun or Dead End DVD or maybe even Cinemaniacs, they'd have it for at least $100, which sucks. Like, a 4K Steelbook is already annoying, and then to have the disc stacking is going to be atrocious and that kind of stuff, and to have it be $100 is really annoying, even if it is multiple discs. And yeah, just looking at these, it's like, it's $95 for John Wick 3, 2 for $85. That's actually not bad now that I look at it, given that that's really expensive. Yeah, I'm not huge on these prices, so it's the reason I really wanted to bring this up was even because you can get second sight releases, but they're well too expensive in general. Once Upon a Time in the West on 4K, man, I should get that. Don't know if I want to get it from them. Do I want to be placing orders with them? I don't know. Let's stop the recording. So, Zavvi's back, sure. And that's an interesting thing, especially for people like myself who like buying physical media. And I used to buy from them for years until they stopped. I think I stopped a couple months before they stopped selling to Australia, at least in general, mostly because I just couldn't be bothered buying anything from them anymore. They had nothing on their store that was interesting. They ended up sending me a $10 or 10% discount thing, being like, we miss you, come back. And I went to apply it with like 2 things in my cart and it wouldn't work. And I was just like, oh, well, screw you then. You've just missed out on my $150 sale. So, I don't know. I feel like it's worth noting. I don't know, at least for people who like to import into Australia, the Australian people in my audience especially. I mean, this might be back for the US especially. I don't know what the delineation was. I don't know if they completely restricted themselves from America as well. I assume that they did, but they probably didn't. But at the same time, a lot of American people would complain that they would get bad packaging. And to be fair, Zavvi is notorious for bad packaging. It's one of the curses of the Hut Group buying like Arrow Video, and like they could be in the same direction. Luckily, at least Arrow still seems to have some kind of quality control when it comes to their packaging, so I haven't had a single damaged product from them. But, you know, it's not a perfect practice from someone like Zavvi, and I'm not really planning to go back to them anytime soon. The only reason I wanted to bring it up in a video was just because someone asked me about it, and I've been thinking of making this video for, I don't know, a couple weeks, a month or so. Like, I've known about this for a while, and it's just like, it's not like a big secret. Oh my god, Zavvi's back, let's start spending. I don't care. You know, are you going to go back onto it? I probably would if the prices were better. Like, that 2 for $85 deal is, like, pretty decent for steelbooks especially, but like steelbooks also can damage pretty easily, especially because they send them out individually. I have no dramatic purpose to go back to them anytime soon. Once they left, by that stage, most of the people I would buy from, I would be getting, like, most of the things I would buy from their website, I would be getting separately. Or, like, if I want to get, like, second site stuff, I would buy it directly from second site, same as Arrow Video. The amount of boutique label stuff, the only difference would be, like, Criterion's, and the UK region ones. If they even still have that, I should probably check. That was like a big thing. I would buy a lot of Criterions from them, and a lot of steelbooks. And the steelbooks in particular were pretty good. I still have a hell of a lot of them some of them I'm trying to sell off. But if I look up Criterion, let's see if they come up with anything. Yeah, they've got Criterions. You can get Dogfight and Mulholland Drive. Mulholland Drive is $90. The 4K. I bought it from them, and it came in damaged, and they only gave me like a $5 refund. I should have bought it from Amazon, which sucks to say that I should be buying from Amazon for Criterions, but I should have. At the time, at least. I would probably have bought it from like the Cinemaniacs or Dead End DVD of recent if I wanted to. Yeah, no, they've got a pretty decent selection. They've even got some UK region Criterions, but again, they're $65, $75. That's the range, between $65 and $75, because some of them are $72 as well. So, I can't say that that's perfect, and I don't really plan to utilize it, that's for sure, because these are still very expensive prices that I could easily find this stuff for a lot cheaper on something like Amazon. So, yeah. Because in terms of retailers, I still stick with Amazon occasionally. But Amazon basically replaced Zavvi for me. I don't get steelbooks from them unless it's something that's on sale or it's the only way to get a certain show or film or whatever, then maybe, sure. But for the most part, it's like, I just stick with Dead End or Cinemaniacs or Outrun. You know, I don't need any other stores. Like JB, occasionally I'll buy from them, mostly because they're the local, retailer. But yeah, I don't know. If they had better prices, I'd consider it. But it somewhat feels like a desperate attempt, but also it's such a capitalization. They can sell UK releases of Disney films and shows, and it's like, that's a market we don't have in Australia anymore. So it's like, that's a good angle. That and Criterion's is like the thing that makes me feel like maybe I should, but I'm also like, yeah, but I'd be buying that stuff for a lot cheaper from people I actually respect. I don't respect Zavvi anymore, but I respect Cinemaniacs. I'll buy the Criterions and Disney films from them, which I have been doing. So, yeah, I don't know. I figured I'd just make this short little video. Let me know your thoughts if you plan to go back to them. And if you have actually gone back to them since that, especially in Australia, since the day have come back, let me know if their shipping still sucks. Especially if it's hella expensive or whatever. I don't know what the shipping prices. They used to be like when I started buying from them, it was $7, and it was free shipping with steelbooks, and then it eventually became $8 and then $9, and then no free shipping with steelbooks, and then it became like 13 to 15. I think it was $15 by the end of it, and I decided to stop buying from them when they increased the prices to $15 for shipping. So yeah. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Adios.